Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Crowdsurfing. I'm Tom Vassell.
I'm Z Garcia.
I'm Camilla.
Hey, it's that time of year where the weather is
season.
cooler, and there's a lot of projects going on. We did this last weekend a couple weeks ago, and there just seems to be a lot of big projects. There's some decent ones today.
Going up, moving on up.
Which is weird to me. I guess it's because the goal of launching them now is people
The
are in the
ghouls.
shopping spirit.
I think that is. It's the 'tis the season, kind of
but
thing that
also
you get
they
wrapped
usually
up
look
in.
at a year and sort of like you'll get it at Christmas.
Yes.
That's true, right?
They're also Christmas shopping for next year. So they're
You're
not
not,
in the same
though?
situation that they're in this year. They're
Which
like, this
is
doesn't feel good.
wild.
Let me prep for next year.
Yeah, I know.
I've learned a long
It's
time
not going to
ago.
work.
Kickstarter is not the place to do any kind of holiday shopping
no.
or birthday shopping. As we do shopping,
Yeah.
if you get it, you'd be like, is there a birthday coming up?
Right, yes.
Or you have to
Who
sit
is
on
the
it for
docket?
months, and by then it's obsolete tech.
Or it just doesn't feel
Shut
good
up,
anymore. You're
man.
like,
Soon.
I still haven't got,
too soon.
I still haven't got that one computer game. I backed it probably almost a decade ago.
got a computer
Really?
game.
Okay.
It was made by the Final Fantasy Tactics designer. I was like, oh, that's exciting. And then it was a couple years later. I was like, and now I've just given up.
I
No,
know.
Tom, don't
Video
give
games
up.
are
That's sad. I
video
believe
games
in you.
are pretty. I bet have a low return rate. I bet a lot of
Yeah.
them just don't get made.
Yeah.
Yeah,
bet so.
Yeah.
I
Anyway,
bet
but we're talking about board games, and you know what? For board
We
games, the
are.
majority do come out.
Yes.
So kudos
That is true.
to board game people. Applaud
Party.
you.
And many of the things we're looking at today are on Kickstarter and Gamefound. Gamefound is a sponsor of this show, and we always promote one of their projects each week. Here's this week's project.
Today we're taking a look at Raas, A Dance of Love. Now this is from Arcane Wonders, and this is, to be transparent, a Dice Tower Essential game. This is a fantastic game. You can come online and watch us play it live, where this whole mechanism here, where you spin one down, it spins all them, representing dancers. And each turn you'll be drafting dice, drafting sticks, and drafting little swaths of clothing, and putting them on the board, trying to score points by matching them. It is a game that I was instantly smitten by. Mostly my first reaction was how neat the spinning dials were, but I stayed because the game was that fun. There's 3 rounds, you're scoring. It is a beautiful production, comes in a very nice sized box, Ticket to Ride size box that you can easily put in your collection and pull out and play time after time. A lot of simultaneous stuff going on in the game. And the game plays very quickly and offers a lot of good, interesting choices and promotes dancing and love. So check it out now. That is Raas, A Dance of Love, available now on Gamefound.
All right, we're going to jump right into this game because it is ending in 8 days. Raas, A Dance of Love.
I just did that.
Yeah, there was no love. This game has come a long way since I first saw it. It was wooden gears initially and stuff. I am very impressed with the look of the game. I really like the colors. I thought it looked really good in person. In fact, it looks better in person than it does in this picture because they're using...
Oh.
I'm pretty sure this is a rendering, and they have these kind of square dice. The dice look much nicer now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
We had a live play of this game as well,
right.
right?
Yeah.
So you can see it.
So I think it's really cool. It's a quick playing game. You're all simultaneously picking a spot, revealing it, then draft and turn order, but turns are pretty quick, and it's mostly scoring and moving on tracks. There is an advanced version of the game that adds more to the stuff, too. So if you're like a gamer, you'd probably like that.
Nah.
I'm
Sorry.
Camilla's not, apparently. Okay, now we know. I do love the spinning thing. Yes, it's a gimmicky thing, but it is incredibly satisfying to even just to watch, honestly.
I mean, you turn one, they all
Yeah.
turn that, right? You're just turning one, they...
They're in the middle, they all kind
Oh,
of
I
spin.
like that.
It does give you that, like, people dancing in a pattern, you
Do
know?
you do that? Do you
thing.
do that when you do it?
No, it's
You
the
don't?
table can't handle
Oh,
it.
okay. That's true.
these are the 2 designers. I've met Shalene for the first time at Essen.
Yes.
A really, really nice guy.
Yeah, he came
right.
over to the booth a couple times.
Yeah, so that was
Super
cool.
kind.
We also showed it off at the fair at Essen. So check it out. It's also, like I said, a Dice Tower Essential, so I'm definitely biased, but I'm biased in the sense that I found the game and picked it for Dice
Right.
Tower Essentials. It's not like I'm just stamping my seal on it. I'm the one who showed it to them. Anyway, that's on Gamefound. All the rest of the games will be just as good, hopefully. Druid Path, a solo monster taming card game. I don't. Well, I'm about to do a double negative here. I like the art for this game.
I don't not hate the art.
Yeah,
I know. I
yeah.
tend to say that a lot, but
I don't not think this is not a Pokemon ripoff that it isn't.
it's not as bad. I don't mind. I don't like when it's like catch Gujimon.
No, that's
Yeah,
too on the
right.
nose. It's okay to tame animals and catch them and whatever. This looks nothing like Pokemon, really.
Yeah.
It's a cool look.
Yeah, you're not trying to tame them all or, something
yeah,
like
right,
that. Yeah,
right.
no, it's good. No, I thought it was interesting. I did like that as you tame them, you'll be able to get them with special powers, but then your items can also become bad, so it's this kind of tug of war on the items and the creatures as well when ultimately you're trying to take out the big bad. I thought that was
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, it looks
Well,
cool.
that one looks like a Pokemon, but
Yeah.
there's also dinosaurs. So it's like real world animals. Some of them, there was like a sea turtle and things like that. It's a small company from Spain. And this is a pretty quality looking project from a first time company.
Yeah, agreed.
So, but it looks also like a CCG. Did the game look interesting?
They're managing to avoid giant paragraphs of text, generally speaking, so I like that too. That seems to be one of the traps for these kinds of games. And yeah, there's text on those, but they're not, oh my gosh, show-stopping,
All right.
Looks cool.
B.E.L.O.W, the Asylum. This one is making bank 2.2
Because it looks
million.
amazing.
Yeah, this looks awesome.
Yeah.
I'll let you guys be. I mean, it looks awesome. I'm not as big of a fan of Asylum themed games. Also, that's a really good Matrix style.
You're in
The
now.
video, yeah, the video's
whip,
cool.
The whip cam.
He's back in.
No, yeah. Again, this might be great. I'm not as interested in the theme. Who's publishing this? Have they done another
It's from
game?
Awaken Realms.
Oh,
Are-
sorry.
Yeah, they've done a couple, Tom.
And this is also co-designed by Tomasz Holek, I believe is how you say his name.
That actually has me more interested.
Well, that's
in
the
it.
first thing that made me, well, not the first thing to look, but then I was like, wait a second. The Galileo Galilei SETI guy?
Yeah.
He's doing this kind of game?
Yes.
So I think it might be a little more Euro-y than maybe it looks from the outside, and it has this whole, there is the above and the below thing where the board is split into two halves, and things that happen on the one kind of affect the other one. So some neat stuff. It also has...
That's a cool miniature.
It has a little bit of a Massive Darkness 2 thing going on because each of the characters has their own way in which they play. Like this guy changes his stance, and this guy has he sends his cats
He has his
out.
cats, and
Yeah,
they go out
each
and do
have
it,
a
yeah.
thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It looks really cool.
Yeah.
I like the vibe here a lot, and I like these kind of themes. So that works too.
I like how in these worlds people never use the sleeves of their jackets.
Now, man,
Like,
that's
why-
for
Why
suckers.
do you even have that jacket on?
You gotta need that flexibility in the wrist, so you can't have a jacket on.
It's sitting. How is that
Basically a
staying
cape.
on?
It's
It?
Yeah.
basically a cape with sleeves.
Right. I think my favorite thing about the game was what you were talking about with the above and the below.
Yeah.
And so you're going to be working on one side of the map, and at some point you have to go down to the below and fight the monsters and take care of things, but then you need to pop back out
Yeah.
because that's really dangerous. And so it's not just balancing your actions on the board, but it's balancing like the two states of the board as well.
Yeah, so it has a little bit of
Yeah.
a Stranger Things almost to it too.
Yeah.
Like that board game from Simon.
Right, the Stranger
It had
Things.
the above and below thing.
Yeah.
You didn't want to hang out down there too much. It also kind of looks like the others a little bit, or even Cthulhu Death May Die.
Yeah.
It kind of has that vibe. Yeah.
So what do you all think about this? This is the first time Awaken Realms has done, as far as I can remember, maybe they did it in a dragon game,
Which
fully
thing?
painted miniatures.
I thought this was really interesting because the fully painted miniatures, when you look at them, look more like they're just using different color washes. So I thought that was a really unique look where it's fully painted, but it's not going to be highly detailed. The detail is more, it's more like an evolution of their sun drop technique, which I
Yeah.
think was really neat looking. It also made me think, could I not just
Sure.
do that?
Yeah.
Well,
I was like,
I
oh,
can't,
maybe
so
I want to do
It
that.
looks kind of
Yes,
wispy.
but-
There's a certain
Yeah.
kind of wispiness to it, but still multicolors.
Yeah.
That's neat. It works particularly well for this game because it's sort of dreamlike in
Yeah.
a way.
I agree. And has that kind of
Yeah.
grungy kind of look to it, right?
Right.
Where it's not bold and bright colors. Yeah.
That's
Okay.
cool.
Well, Below the Asylum. Next, we have Trailblazer, the Colorado Trail. This is the third in the series. The first was fairly well received. The second, I did not hear as many good things about.
I did not have good things to say about the second one.
Yeah, same.
It was overwrought, and yeah, it was.
Wait, I played the first one.
You did.
Yeah, probably.
You
I
thought it was
remember
just-
that now that I'm seeing it. I thought it was okay.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I see the complaints of it being a little too long, but I really liked the mechanism. And I think the theme really shone through. I think the second one just kind of got in its own way very, very much. I think the most disappointing thing to me about this project is the project itself. There's no gameplay. There's no explanation of mechanisms. There's not a whole lot to it at all unless you want to watch some of the previews they have, which are just previews, and that's not a way I want to watch, as well as they're littered with ads, so they're not even
It's weird.
it's just you have to fight to find out anything about this game other than Andrew Bosley art.
There's even comments. In the comments, I looked that people are going like, there's not really gameplay. How come it doesn't talk about gameplay? And the publisher then responds with like, well, check this one update that we did. I'm like, no, that's got to be
Right.
front and center, man. You can't bank on, well, this is the third. You guys get it.
Right.
No. And then
especially
it's
when
not
there's-
doing very well. That's the
Right.
other thing,
Especially when they're so different. And this one
Yeah.
looks like it might be the lightest of the three. And it also looks very different than the other two, which I'm all for. I'm all for so many things going on here. I just think the game itself is being a disservice because it's not being presented.
They're coming across as like a no-frills crowdfunding tabletop tycoon because they also didn't put a lot of effort into the Blood Rage 2 campaign.
That's true.
Right? They're kind of like, here's the game, buy it or not, don't worry, we're going to... Because I think that they're going to retail. They're pushing to retail.
You know what? I bet that's what it is. They're like, well, we can get some money early. We're making this anyway. We are a retail company that's doing clearly well because we're buying everybody up.
Yeah.
This ain't make or break. If we don't fund, this game won't come out. It's coming out.
Yeah.
And I always talk about this, how why not do this? Because you're going to get money up front. I'm not, besmirching anyone for running a campaign. But it has that feel, not quite Queen level, but that feel of like, look, we're making it.
Right.
Yeah, you can give us money now. Why not? We'll take it.
I think that right there hit the nail on the head. It's not that I'm besmirching anybody running a campaign. I don't mind you running one as a pre-order or to
Right.
get out there and advertise. But don't run a lazy campaign.
Sure.
And this feels like a lazy campaign. You're making it anyway. You're not putting a lot of effort in here. Then just show me the project, or the product, and I'll probably be more excited about it, seeing it at a convention, out there where I can play test it, where I can see the bits, where you can tell me a little about the game, anything like that.
Yeah.
So I think that's where I struggle with it is you can run a campaign, but run a good one.
If this is advertising, then advertise.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do your thing.
Yeah.
Show me.
So, yep.
Well, on that note, Altered Seeds of Unity. So this is, I think, I might be wrong, the second crowdfunding project they've done for Altered. They did the first one. However, this is the fifth set of it. I read a lot of comments on this. And the fourth set just came out. Because there were people complaining that, hey, the fourth set came out, I budgeted for that, and now you're asking me to pay for the set 5. And they were like,
Interesting. So it
sorry, this
just
is the
came
way
out.
it
Okay.
works. So this is Altered. Let's talk about the project first and talk about the way they're running it. It's Seeds of Unity. Altered was a really big, their big push back when it first came out. This unique was playable both physically and digitally. You can sell your cards. You can lend your cards to people. You could kind of have a print on
Digitally.
demand. I've never actually seen that in use. I only played the game when it came out. We only played with starter decks. I don't think we ever built on that. Oh no, I opened up a box of
Yeah,
boosters.
we messed a
Yeah, I
little
feel like
bit
you
with
might
it. We
have built
reviewed it.
some.
The two of us reviewed
liked
it.
it
I
more than I
liked
did.
it. Yeah. I do enjoy it. I think it's an interesting trading card game without worrying about any of that sort of. Every card has a QR code. You can collect them electronically. You can trade them. There's a print-on-demand service where you can send them, or you pay them for a card, and then another foiler, it's called, and you scan that thing, and they'll print a on-demand card that they send you that is this card with the foiler, i.e. a foil version of that.
Yeah, and I don't. I
But
think that's stupid.
yeah, it's silly. It's a collectible thing. Cool, whatever. The point being, none of the technological part, none of the print-on-demand part worked until they're saying now.
After set 5.
Yeah.
Like that
And
far
this
down
was
the
the
line.
push for the original
Yeah.
set, mind you.
Wow.
So we just never reviewed that part. We just never talked about it because it wasn't it wasn't in existence. It was not part of the game.
And I still think the QR code in the corner looks ugly.
It's not a great look.
Did
not
you
a great look.
Did you see much of this being played at Gen Con? Because I'd go through
There
there a
was
little
some.
bit. There was some, right? But I didn't see it. Like, Lorcana was constantly busy.
Yeah.
There was a whole altered section, and it was, what I saw, never more than between 30 and 40% filled.
I agree. It was not
Was that,
not
so
rocket.
you saw the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I talked to some retailers about this when it first came out, and it did okay, they said. And again, CCGs are big now, and it's also making $500,000, which is a lot.
Especially for a new set, I think that's a pretty good amount, you know, for just
Yeah.
a new set.
But is that enough? Well,
But-
they just updated today that they have extended their campaign now to another week.
Oh, interesting.
But the reason they did this was because they did this update here. Was it this update? Yes, we need you. And in this, they told everybody that their actual fund is $2.5 million, and if they don't reach that, it won't happen. Now, people went berserk, obviously. In the comments, they tried to clarify that this $2.5 million includes the money from this plus all pre-orders from retailers. So
they're not-
please go tell your retailer to order 10 booster boxes, whatever.
Yeah.
So
But can you see? You can't see that information, can you?
Correct,
So
no.
we don't know how much the pre-order is. So you
Correct.
don't know. Oh,
We
yeah,
do
it
not.
says it right here. Where does this $2.5 million come from? Gamefound and retailers. The players only see the Gamefound told. I believe this stuff feels like it was put in later. They
there's
will have the
also-
final figures on November 10th. But if I don't know that you're going to fund, or if I should say no, you're fund. That's every crowdfunding. But if I think you're not going to fund, and you're like threatening to refund me, I'm like, well, that's a waste of my time. I'll just wait till it comes out or not.
again, I'll just
Yes.
refund myself by canceling my pledge. That's where I
Especially-
would be.
Especially when they're saying this is before they extend it, but I still think it might not matter. They're saying, we'll fund here because our goal was set at 2% what we wanted, by the way.
Yeah.
But then if we don't get what we need from the retailers, this project is kaput and we'll refund everybody their money.
Wow.
After Gamefound takes their percentage,
Right. So where's the rest? Better
where's
make
the
it up.
rest coming from? A, and B, if you're worried about it so much that halfway through you go, okay, time for us to be straight with you guys halfway through the project, I'm taking my money out. You
Yeah.
might have just created a self-fulfilling prophecy by releasing this statement instead of attempting to approximate what you actually want when you told Gamefound what you needed.
Yeah, this is a problem.
You
I have.
lied by 98%. That's how off you are. That is insane.
Yeah.
I don't understand this, and people say, whenever I confront people about this, they're like, well, you have to do this. It's the nature of Kickstarter. But that doesn't excuse the fact that you are lying to people.
Yeah.
When we do our Gamefound project
Yeah.
this upcoming year, we will tell you what we need. And you know what? It takes us longer to reach our goal. And some
Yeah.
people say we don't get momentum for that way. But I just feel it's wrong to lie. And here they're admitting, they're like, we'll be transparent. Like, well, you weren't before.
Yeah,
Right,
no, that's
right.
concerning.
Yeah.
They also say, oh, what's this goal? The goal we set, well, every campaign, that goal is symbolic, they say. I'm like, no. You're deciding to do that. The
Right.
amount of money you need should not be symbolic.
No.
That's exactly what we all complain about. 5,000% funded. That's what you're going for?
Right.
Yeah,
A
companies
lie?
put up, I need $200. Like, well, then go
Yeah,
ask grandma.
funded in 3 minutes because you lied about your
Right.
amount.
Because you're not actually going to fulfill.
And then,
Unless
and
you
then
get
you have
this
those
amount,
projects that
you
do
know?
fund
Right.
and cancel. You're
Yeah.
like, what happened? Well, they lied. That's what happened.
Right.
Can you imagine if this happened on GoFundMe?
Oh,
Oh,
my
wow.
Like, hey,
yeah.
we have this fire burned our house down. We need $100,000. Actually, it's 500.
Yeah.
Right.
Put what you need.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's just very strange.
yeah. It's kind of a bummer because again, the company's neat, the product's neat. So we'll see. The fact of the matter is, we'll never know exactly what happens. They're going to tell us whether they got the money or not, but we wouldn't know.
Right.
Right,
And
that's
this
the big
looks,
thing, yeah.
The weird thing is, this looks like, or the crazy thing to me is, it looks like an interesting set. They got some new mechanisms. They got some new cards in there, obviously. I might have been interested in backing this because I do like the game. I have some of that original set. I certainly wouldn't back now when they might pull the rug out from underneath me, with warning, no less. No.
Right.
I'll wait and see. It might come out. If it does, great. I might check it out.
All right. Well, switching to Another reprint. There's one thing I noticed. If you have a fairly successful game on Kickstarter, you're almost guaranteed a reprint.
There's a lot of those this week.
Yeah, the Dawn of Pangaea.
This is a reprint.
Well, at least it's a second one.
Okay.
Well, let me
Because
look
it was
at his
reminding me
11
so much of
created.
something, and so I couldn't.
This I don't remember the original being a thing, but it might be.
I think we saw it at Essen, and
Is that
that's
what it
why
is?
I was thinking maybe it was a reprint. Because I remember those little trees.
I've definitely played this game. Maybe it's from another publisher. This is the same guy who did Zoo Tycoon
Yep.
and Real Wilder.
Yeah.
So you have played it.
Well, unless... Okay, I played a game with these trees.
Is it
So this might
possible
be
that
a
all
completely
games of
different tree?
nature games are blending together for you?
It is. I will say, though, I really like how this looks.
Okay, Mike Heller here is saying it's a sequel. The first one came and went. Only the backers got it. So it sounds like more second print, getting it into hands,
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Eyes
No,
and
I definitely played
visual.
it. I
Okay.
got this. I remember I got this right before a cruise, and I want to say it was 23.
Okay.
And I took it on the cruise. It might have been 24. Things feel a long time
Yeah.
ago. And everyone played it, said, fine.
Okay.
You know, no one, and I thought it was a little less fine, actually. I thought it was very abstract, putting trees on top
It
of
looks
trees.
very abstract.
But this one looks better. The art is like phenomenally
the
more
art's
interesting.
Nice. I did think it looked very abstract for sure, but it also looked like an interesting puzzle where you're trying to put these seeds out and then put your main, element
Your
or god
little
or whatever,
yeah.
your lead guy out there. You want to have as many seeds around because it'll make that
Yeah.
spawn. But then if you've also coupled with others, kind of like combining powers and like opportunistic puzzling.
interesting.
So I thought that was interesting looking, but like you're saying, a gorgeous setting and work up here for a very abstract game.
Okay, this is the one I'm talking about. Oh, and this takes you to the Dawn of Pangaea.
Okay.
And this is from a different publisher then?
Change the spelling
Oh, they
too.
call themselves Pangaea Games.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay.
So you can see it has a similar look to the trees. It also has that nice artwork, but there is a lot more. The cards don't look as nice. Maybe it looks fine.
It looks a little more plain, yeah.
And I played it and I was like, oh, okay.
That's interesting that you are finding the puzzly nature intriguing, because I figured it would be really abstract for you. You'd look at this and go like, oof, Hexa is moving around, it's random colored bits. The animation looks cool, but the game seems really abstract.
Right, but I think there's enough going on that I would like it, that it feels less like a typical abstract game.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
So, I
It's
don't know.
doing very well. So,
Yeah.
also this company has, like or dislike their games. I'm actually very interested in their new one, Rewild. They
Yeah.
were showing it off at Essen. They definitely back their games. Like, I didn't love that Zoo Tycoon game. I thought it was overwhelming and very heavy. But they keep pushing it. They did the expansion.
Yeah.
They're very involved. So thumbs
They're
up to the
not,
company.
yeah,
Very
they
much
don't seem to be
support.
like a pump it and dump it
Right.
kind of, yeah, that's good.
Yeah, very supportive of their line.
All right,
How about this
Cretaceous
one, Tom?
Rails.
Huh?
This one is...
What is this, for children?
Did you ever play
Look
the
at these
first
colors.
expansion? The expansion that came with the first one?
No, that's
Okay.
the water dinosaurs, right? Or is it? It's a flying one, right?
Okay.
I went through the rules for it, and I thought, wow, that's a whole lot to add to a game that I'm already very satisfied with.
Got it, yep.
It adds a bunch. It adds like a whole display of tiles and everything, and I thought, I'm still enjoying the base game. I didn't feel the need to add the expansion, but if you want to, and if you want water dinosaurs, but this game is really fun. We got one of the ladies in our game group
Oh, she
plays this
loves
almost
it.
every week
She
if
does.
can.
She said it again
does.
yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She
no,
did.
she said, if Cretaceous
Every
Trails,
time.
I'm like, oh,
Anybody?
man.
Yeah, anytime anyone stands for too long, she's like, hey, you guys looking for something to play? We're like, is it Cretaceous Rails?
I think this is a very fun, very unique game because you're running these train lines out and you're trying to see dinosaurs. You're also throwing those dinosaurs on trains. So you have to decide when you bring the dinosaurs back as opposed to sending your people out to go look at them. And there's a little bit of route and you're trying to push each other around, touch things on the map. And it has a really fun the worker action thing is just really fun. I wish other games would do that where you have all these tiles in a grid and you place your worker between two tiles.
Oh,
And then
sure,
you get both
sure.
actions. That's just really
Oh,
fun.
That is fun.
And then it's different every round. You're like, oh, the two actions I want most are next to each other.
Yeah.
Please don't go there.
Also, it's got chainsaws. Hello.
Okay. Deforestation.
Back in.
Which you're also doing because you can't see the dinosaurs if there's trees. So you got to cut those trees down. It's a pretty strong Euro game. It hasn't gotten huge buzz because, well, it's basically the designer that's on their own. You know, she's doing this with a small company, right? Mm-hmm. But I really like this. I think one of the weaker points of the game is the art. I think the cover keeps it from being sold. It's a pink game, and you're like, what is this? I would have made the dinosaurs maybe even more front and center rather than that sign.
I will say I'm glad it doesn't go Jurassic Park looking, though. You know, like
Sure,
it doesn't
yeah,
go, this is a retro kind of feel or look to it, but
Yeah.
it's pre-Jurassic Park
Sure.
retro look, like the 80s kind of vibe almost, you know, or early 90s. So I do like that. It also doesn't go too realistic. It does keep it cartoony. I would want to replace the plastic dinosaurs, and I know that you are a huge fan of them, but I think that is the part that drags me down.
Oh, you rather have meeples?
No, I just want... I don't know. I
look
don't want
too
them.
much.
They're too bright, too toy looking.
They look like they came out of a plastic tube from a
Correct.
dollar store.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
I get it.
Oh, I like them. But yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, meeples.
Yeah, but that's where you get all your dinosaurs, to be fair, the dollar store in a plastic tube.
You don't know that. That's 100% where I go. All right. Yeah, this is that.
Another one.
This is like 3 reprints in a row,
I
right?
know.
Oh, yeah, I don't think
know.
we're done yet.
Nature
so,
Big Box plus the climate module. So the big box, which I still have not opened, it's sitting at my house because we played Nature, right? And I keep meaning, everyone has told me it's better with the modules, and it felt that way.
Yeah.
Like it felt like a game that needed something to be plugged in.
Sure.
And so they have 5 modules. They tell you to play with just 1, maybe 2 of them. And so the modules, the first one was the Flight, I believe.
Yeah, and then
Flight,
dinosaurs.
and then dinosaurs, Jurassic.
uh-huh.
Then Natural Disasters, which is one I'm always like, hey, things get worse. I'm always not interested in this
Yeah, I
kind of
wonder
expansion.
what that one is. Yeah.
Arctic, Amazon rainforest, and now they added a new one, Climate. But also it's a way for you to, if you haven't got the whole thing.
Are they different artists? Because that one looked like, go back up.
Art here is Jacques Davis.
All right. Because that's
Vincent
Dutray.
Dutray.
Yeah, okay.
Danny F.
Okay,
Fiddler.
so they do have-
Looks like they have a different artist for each
that's
one.
cool.
Oh, Dutray
Interesting.
did this
he
one
did that
too.
Oh, that's cool.
And Flight Lauren Helton.
Interesting.
They're all different except for Dutray gets 2.
Of course he does. He's more than a man.
I will say I do like this Jacques Davis. I like that artwork a lot.
That's
That's pretty cool.
fantastic.
That name sounds familiar. I can't remember what they've done, but I don't know. That name sounds familiar. This one's a reworking of Evolution and some of those other games that are coming in that line, and some of those expansions, in fact, are reworkings of some of those Evolution expansions, like Flight, and the new one now, I'm assuming, is a reworking of the weather system from Evolution Climate.
Do you feel
There's
that?
also, sorry.
Do you feel that? Because I think if I remember correctly, you said the base game needed more oomph. It was just a little too basic. It was just kind of missing something. Almost too simplistic, right?
Yes.
But then, so you need to play with the modules. But then the modules are all these different boxes. So do you think even with those modules, it's worth that space on the shelf? I mean, it's going to be a massive.
They sell
box.
the modules in separate boxes.
Right.
They've released only 2 of them so far. Like if you bought the big box in the last Kickstarter, you're ahead by 3 modules.
Oh, okay.
So I have the big box. We have the 2 boxes for the first 2 modules. The third one might be being released at Christmas time. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But they're releasing them slowly over time.
It's really weird because they're up to 5 on
But
here.
you could also fit
Yeah.
easily in that box. You could fit at least 1 or 2 of those in the main box.
So
I
if you
think.
got the main box and you knew these were your 2 favorites, you
Yes.
could go down. Okay, that was
and
my
I think
question.
that's ultimately
It's just-
probably the way to go, unless
Yeah.
you're a collector for this stuff.
or you love this game and you want all the different ones. This
Sure.
is your game. But
Yeah.
it sounds like realistically, someone should probably start with the base game and 1 or 2 modules that look interesting,
Yeah.
and then grow from there if they feel like it.
So the
Okay,
digital
interesting.
version's out. Have you played this yet?
I played it yesterday on What's Happening. And it was just Nature, though I believe it's out today. So I played, pre-release or whatever. And I think Flight and Jurassic might be available on there for a purchase as well. I just played the basic game, and even the app, the video game, is actually incredibly similar to the Evolution app. Same animation style, same thing where like a lady in explorer garb talks you through. It's like almost the same app.
Really?
You'll have to try it with the expansions. That's a good way
Yeah.
to get them played with the
For
app.
me, I remember liking in Evolution, Flight was interesting. and the climate stuff was actually my favorite. So I could see myself enjoying the base game of nature here more with those two.
Yeah.
Which, of course, climate is quite a ways out, I guess, if it's the 5th. But
Okay.
I'm curious for that. I think climate originally might have also included the disasters, like when Evolution Climate came out. So I wonder if they split two things or if that's brand new.
I think that's awesome that the app just came out because that instantly has me intrigued when I'm like, oh, cool. I can go try it right now and figure out if I want to back this.
Sure, yeah,
I
absolutely.
think that's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Art Decko, or just Decko from Gem
Decko.
Games. This one's doing really well, too. I mean, you might not think so, $68,000, but 1,100 backers is
Yeah, that's-
nothing to blink at.
I mean, given the way it looks, it's doing pretty
Gem
good.
Games.
Does that say crap pack? Go down a
Hang
little
on,
bit.
this one-
Oh, please
This is the
tell
first
me.
one that Gem Games has in here, but they're not a new. They've done something before. I'm trying to think of what it is.
Stinky cards. Go back up. I got to see the caca. Stinky cards.
card.
Crap pack.
pack.
Are you more interested now or less
Are they like
interested?
scratch and sniff or just
Oh,
like,
what's
are they
wrong
just
with
like
you?
poopy images?
I'm interested. I
I
just want to
guess
see what
so.
Gem Games
Oh,
is.
it's
I
disappointing.
know they've done something else. Oh, maybe not. One Page War. That's it. Huh. I thought I knew the company. All right. Anyway, game itself has these. Well, these look very similar in many ways to the game I just played.
Regicide?
Regicide.
Yeah.
The way the cards look. Well, the Queen anyway looks like that.
Well, down below they mention Streets and Moon and that series of games. Right there. He just went past it. Right there. Villagers, Streets, and Moon. And it's from the same designer as those games, which are, they're well regarded.
Yeah.
I played Villagers, I think, not the other two.
Moon is easily the best, in my opinion, the best of the three. Then Villagers. Villagers has a few small oddities to it in that you don't use all the cards, depending on number of players. But since some cards can upgrade to other cards, you can have some weird, I'd love to upgrade this or get the upgrade card for it, but it's not in the game we're playing.
Oh, I see.
And I thought Streets was just horrible.
Okay.
Okay.
But I liked Moon a lot.
My main issue with this new one is I just don't like the look. It looks very...
I don't.
It looks very plain to
I
me,
think-
and I tend to enjoy minimalistic designs.
And
But
Mike
this-
Heller said in the comments, he's like, legally distinct or legally adjacent B.E.L.O.W, and I think that's how I feel
That's
about it. Like, it feels like that. I'm
think-
like, oh.
That's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah.
This looks like it's jumping on the B.E.L.O.W train, and that's not a train I'm about. Get off my back.
I do think that these packs here I don't like these. Like this candy pack just looks terrible.
Oh, that's
Right?
funny. That's the one that I'm like,
It
oh, I
looks
don't
like
mind
a
that one.
silly kids game art.
Yeah.
And the crap pack,
I can see that, but-
yeah, super fun. Super fun.
I'm guessing this is very B.E.L.O.W-esque.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably try it. All right.
You like B.E.L.O.W?
Yeah, you went down to B.E.L.O.W.
I did. I've
cold, didn't
calmed
you?
down
Yeah.
on it.
Oh.
I've calmed down and I haven't played it for a while because once I start playing it, it
Yeah.
goes on and on.
How about Marvel Snap? Have you called
Oh,
off that?
a long, long, long time
Okay.
ago. Yeah.
If they came out with Marvel B.E.L.O.W,
We'd never see him.
There's very few things
we might
that I've
not know
done
where he lives
for
anymore.
a consistent base. I think the longest I've done is Kingdom of Loathing. I've been playing that for 20 years now.
20
Kingdom?
years?
What?
Kingdom of Loathing? The one with the stick figure people?
Yeah.
It's that old?
Yeah, it's really old. I played it when
Wow.
I was in Korea.
What do you play it on?
Computer.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
All
I
right.
check in every morning and be like, if I don't. It's not like 100% consistent, but I am so powerful and so rich. It's one of the few games.
Interesting.
Like if you want to join Kingdom of Loathing, talk to me. I got you.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Join the Dice
okay.
Tower Guild.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. next con, it's gonna be nothing but Tom's talking about that game at the booth.
I think
Like,
there's
you
like-
talked about.
I think there's
panel.
like 500 people who still play the game. But anyway, Cat 8, the board game of cute cats and clever chaos, and not a particularly good name, I think.
Is that supposed to be a pun? Catinate?
Yes.
That's not a thing. To catinate.
to catenate. Yeah, no, I don't think so. But it definitely is because they're like, when you get 8 in a row, you win.
Yeah.
Or in other words, catenate. And I was like, what is catenate?
This looks a
It's
little
nothing.
like a sequence almost.
Yeah.
With moving tiles.
But it's like Labyrinth. Labyrinth meets Sequence. Because you can push tiles. There's like chaos cards. And you can push tiles like in Labyrinth, or you can pick one of these up and spin it and put it back down. And then so it's a fully abstract. I bet it's very brain burny to actually attempt to play the game. But then they throw in crazy cards like
Yeah.
chaos. It's such a weird mishmash of two polar opposite things to me.
This seems like this game could be over in 5 minutes or 555 minutes. It's like I feel like I have no idea. If I'm playing with people that are good at it, I'm out in like 3 minutes. I'm like, but I don't know. I also thought it was charming. I think that there was some good, from the video, what I could see at least, it looked like there was some neat production.
Huh. Richard says the catenate means to link or connect things in a series like a chain.
Oh.
I'm not saying we don't believe you, but I'm looking that up.
Well, he also probably spelled it right when I did INATE.
Well, there you go.
There we go. All right,
retract
Richard.
my negative things about the game. I actually think that's a good name for a game.
We
then.
have learned something
to
today.
Catenate. Okay,
So
I've
it's
never heard
accidental learning. That's what this is. You
I
should
love it.
homeschool with this game.
Whoops.
Oops, all learning.
I'm trying to think how I could, whenever I hear a word like that, can I sneak that into the next few days? And all the cars. That's a nice catenation there.
Oh, wow.
Catenation.
So I was like, what'd you call my car?
Yeah, if you could just catenate that for me real quick, that'd be great. Can you, Kenny? I need this catenated.
The presentations.
All right. Caps and Stems, the mushroom hunting board game. You thought there was enough mushroom games out there? You wrong. There's more. This one is doing also really well because it has cool-looking mushrooms in it, sort of. I mean, the closer I get to the mushroom, the less I'm interested in how it looks.
Yeah.
It looks good as a picture of the board, doesn't it? But then the bits that you're supposed to take off the cap and toss down little rings to stack things. Like the square one means unusual, the round one means it's ringed. Things below that, then the cap's color means if it's tasty or poisonous. Yeah. The stinky thing is my favorite for sure. It's like so a little cute. At the top.
Actually, I do like that one.
That's great.
The art, those are good-looking mushrooms.
They look like real. I mean, they look like, colorings out of a book or something, right? Like a nature book. The plastic-looking mushrooms don't really fit that look, but I wouldn't know how else they'd do that.
There's a mushroom store in Buckingham.
Really?
They
sell mushrooms?
It looks like they must sell other things too, but they always are advertising. And every time I drive by, I'm like, I should stop. Yes. But I'm always worried I'll be come down to the basement to look at the mushrooms.
Yeah, you want to come see where we grow it? We need some fertilizer.
Probably a cult.
It's probably a cult.
No,
I agree. Here. I think that this game looked really good outside of those mushrooms, which is unfortunate because that's a really cool part of it, but for some reason it just wasn't quite hitting.
What? It might look good and I don't know. It might be cute to play. I'd give it a whirl at least. This is a first time thing. It looks suspiciously in many ways like that tree game we looked at already, the Pangaea.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
We'll see how abstract it is.
To it, yeah.
It seems more like opportunistic scoring as well, which is the same thing I said about the other one, I guess. But you play a card, and based on that card scoring, you look at the board, and it's like, score if you have X number of this next to something, and you're like, okay, cool, this is my highest scoring point right now. Yeah. Which is interesting, but you can also only play them if you have the right symbols on those cards. So it's kind of setting yourself up for scoring opportunities, which is interesting. There's a lot of interesting stuff going on. I just wish the mushrooms themselves were a little more visual, especially when the artwork looks so natural and realistic.
Those two things kind of clash.
Right, and then you look over and it's like plastic pieces. Maybe even instead of them being white, they go a little natural looking, you know, or if it was made of rewood, something like that I think would bring a more natural feel to it.
Death Cab for Cuties, a band from Seattle that was popular in the early 2000s. I'll ask Kenny.
Death Cab
for Cutie.
Death Cab
for Cutie. They're being cute.
Oh, I see.
But Death Cab, they're good.
Because
I listen to them.
That's like a really people who like that band and who also love mushrooms.
Who also love mushrooms. Yeah.
Death Cab for Cutie was a pretty well-known band. I know them, and I don't.
They were really big.
And I've never heard what they sound like, but I know of them.
All right. Isle of Feathers, a love letter to strange birds. You see how many different names they managed to get into that title?
Yeah, right?
I'm like, Isle of what?
Isle of Feathers, a love letter.
Oh, we're back in.
Yeah.
Strange birds.
Like,
birds?
you guys are, it's like a lot of games y'all are trying to mess with here.
Yeah, this one looked like kind of that passion project-y fun. I played this with my local game group up until the very last part where it's like, and when you do this and claim this scoring, you have to make up a fake fact about the card. And it's like, well, you don't really have to. I was like, but you're selling that as I should. And I'm like, I don't know. That seemed like a little okay, maybe this game isn't for me.
It looks like a
cool.
Cute, like you said, passion project-y, put out the tiles, put out the thing, and now the combination of the tile and the thing maybe lets a bird sit there. Mm-hmm. It looks fine. It looks like they've done some nice development, and maybe you can take this game and go show it to Game Right.
Yeah,
They might pick it up. You know what I mean? Go show it to, I don't know, Kids Table Board Gaming, and they might pick it up.
Yeah.
I think maybe it's not quite, I get that feeling of, what about some development or, people who professionally do this? What happens if you show it to those people? Mm-hmm. This might then blossom into a new thing.
That's a good way to put it. I feel like this is a really good pitch to a company.
Yeah,
More
and
than a
maybe,
really good, hey, I should back this.
Yeah, maybe they did.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm extrapolating here, but if I catenate all the facts, it would seem that they didn't.
Okay. Anyway. Wonderlands War Duel. This one's doing incredibly well, but also Wonderlands War is one of the few games that transcends its year. Like, people are still at conventions I go, and people are still playing it. It's been a few years since it's come out.
Yeah. And there's an expansion. So this is the dual version of Wonderlands War, as well as there's an expansion for Wonderlands War in here as well.
I am curious. Let's see what the numbers are on that. So the game itself, well, not many people, just 181, but the expansion, 173. So
Okay.
So it's both.
the expansion
really, right?
deluxeified, though, 1837.
Yeah.
There it is.
Then the dual deluxeified, 312. Then everything new, 2,219. So
Wow.
that's a lot of people getting the dual. That's 2,500. But that's more people getting the expansion. The expansion seems to be what's driving the project more than the dual.
The
But
game
the
was very, very
expansion-
popular.
Yeah.
The original.
And the expansion's fantastic. I think this is a great expansion because it's 2 new characters, and the characters having their own powers and their own units and their own way of play.
Right.
To get 2 characters is extremely exciting.
Yeah, right. And we played live the Wonderlands War Duel game. You can check that out. We just played, what was that, 2 days ago?
Within the last week.
What was
it?
it? It was yesterday.
Oh, yesterday.
That was
I
not
was like,
2 days ago. That
I
was
think
yesterday.
it was yesterday, guys.
Done a lot of work since then.
Yesterday. We played it yesterday, so you can go check that out. And yeah, it's a nice push your luck, back and forth, bag building, a lot of the same sort of beats as the original game, but obviously, tuned up for a 2-player game.
There's one thing I really want to play the White Queen here with the chess pieces. I love that. But I
Yeah.
am a little
Oh, the
hesitant on
caterpillar.
these expansions because I have so deluxeified the base game.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, I need to go buy another tray that matches these boards because I have
Really?
trays that the boards fit
Oh,
into.
Oh,
I see. I
you-
I
see.
have custom pieces for the different factions. I'm like, I would just throw this in the box, the extra factions, but they'll feel like they're behind with all the deluxeified bits.
because they get to play the new factions.
Oh,
so
that's
it's
good.
like
You wanna play this
win-win.
new faction, but with trash.
With
I'm
trash.
kidding.
No.
Because Wonderlands War is very high quality. I just got more. One of the things that we did, they had different characters, but you can never remember who character was who. So I got 3D printed bases, but they did
Yeah.
add that later.
Okay.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, no, this is good stuff.
All right, cool. And Chronicles of Crime, Beyond a Doubt. I think this is kind of me just guessing, but they made Chronicles of Crime. And then they made lots of different kinds of spin-off type things.
Yep.
None of them seem to hit like Chronicles of Crime did. So they're coming back home.
Sure.
Yeah.
I like Chronicles of Crime. I'm excited about these new versions of this. I've always found Chronicles of Crime to be fun. The Eldritch Secrets one is interesting. I wish that this is not, maybe I missed it. It's not a crossover with Fantasy Flight, right?
No.
But I would love to see those characters in a Chronicles
Oh,
of
that'd be
Crime
wild.
thing.
Yeah.
That'd be really
Ashcan
interesting.
Pete, man.
Ashcan Pete is the MVP of anything he shows up in. The Cryptid one sounds really cool. The Eldritch one sounds really cool. I'm not interested in the other one, but I know you are, Tom. You tend to like that setting with the sort of lawyers and the court justice thing.
Dun, dun.
I
Yeah.
was very much not interested in that one either until I was reading through this today, and I was like, I love how uniquely the 3 are playing.
Sure.
Because we saw in the Millennium series where they each have little twists, in it, but it's still very core. Whereas this one, what?
You don't think? I think the Millennium ones are like really. Have you played the third one? It's like crazy different.
I
Than
had,
this.
yes, but I think it grows into that. These, your goals right out are very, very different. And so this one, I mean, the one with the courthouse, you're in the courthouse, so you're not going to locations. You're just gathering evidence and asking people, and you're actually putting these stickers on, which they are temporary stickers. They don't have glue or adhesive in them, but you're stickering the card for your play in order, like, this is evidence, this is believe, do not believe.
Really?
So you are like in a courtroom asking questions to investigate a case, and
That's
in the cryptid one,
interesting.
you're out and you're trying to gather evidence. Is this cryptid a thing, and where can I find it? Like, they are so different.
This artwork for the cryptids is
Yes.
awesome.
It's so good.
I'm definitely like, the two, the Eldritch and the other one, the Justice, whatever. You can play that one. It sounds interesting, but I think it would just be stressful for me.
Yeah.
Instead, like, I want like rewarding stressful. That would
Got
just
it.
be like, I don't care. This is fake. I'm stressing out. You know what I mean? The other two sound really cool. And then this extra stuff.
3 new scenarios,
Yeah.
one for each. So, which
very
one's the
cool.
guy from the middle from? Is he from cryptids, or is he from? I know he's from cryptids, but you could guess which one.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
Hold on. Who's the one from? Is one of them?
Well, this one, you can see that little symbol in the corner. That's got to be the Eldritch, and she's the lawyer, which means he's
Okay, so she's like a
he's-
witness
Bigfoot,
or something.
okay.
Bigfoot is his grand uncle.
That checks out.
Also, virtual reality module, which I don't find these to be that useful. Looking at the phone has always worked for me.
Yeah.
I agree.
Just
hold
absolutely.
The phone. Just hold the
That's
phone.
all I've done.
Now this is tempting.
Which one is this? A standee pack?
Standees instead of the
Oh.
cards. That's interesting.
That might actually clean the table up some, which is interesting.
especially since you move the cards from place
Yeah.
to place. The standees, it has a little QR code on them. It might.
I
I'd have
like
to
You
see
that.
the
gotta
Okay.
store the
description.
standee. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, but I think it's gonna, again, it's picking the card up and trying to get it up and moving around. I feel like the standee is going to ease that,
Wait,
actually.
is standees that big? Because they're showing the
They're
card
that
go to
big. They're the
standee.
size
is
of a
it-
card.
That's pretty big. I don't know if I want them that big.
I like the artwork on the location also being visible. That's the thing. The standee would just kind of cover the location. And I think
could
I
see
like
that.
seeing it all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think
Because the artwork in the game is such a big part of it, honestly.
I think it would really just
Componentry.
come down to what is your play space like, because again, Chronicles of Crime can get really big on the
Yeah,
table.
that's fair.
Ooh, they got a lot of people working on this one. That's good though. A lot of authors, and I like that they don't have the same person writing everything. So they have like very specific people working on. These guys are working on the cryptid cases. These guys work on Eldritch. I like
That's
that too.
cool.
Yeah, I think this is an exciting project though.
Beneath the trees where nobody sees. So this is Dexter meets Arthur.
This is so
It's based on a
weird.
comic
Ask
book.
for this.
Yeah,
It's
this
based
is-
on a comic book, and that's what this company does, right? They also did the Missing Alice one. What was the Alice?
Oh, I don't know. though.
Alice is lost.
Alice is
or
missing.
Alice is missing.
McGee's
yeah.
Alice?
And then
Oh,
Kids on Bikes, and so that's
That
what
Kids
they
on
do.
Bikes was from.
Renegade. I think I think
Renegade.
they distributed it. I've
Oh.
heard a lot about this Alice is missing. Like it's one of those ones where I think I'm never gonna play it because from what I hear,
They haven't found her.
it could no joke. There might be a gut. I haven't looked too much into spoilers, but it sounds like you're not gonna like what you find in this game.
Got it.
And maybe I'm wrong on that, but
It also-
that was all the reviews seemed like. Well, be prepared. I was like, nah, I'm good.
It
Yeah,
also
come on.
might be based on the comic, which
Sure.
might get pretty dark and
Well, they seem to
kinda
like the
twisted.
dark comics then
Yeah.
because this one looks horrendous. I mean, and I don't mean that like a bad quality. I just mean thematically horrendous. It's this giant-headed bear who's clearly a murderer, right? And this game is a storytelling game.
Yeah.
So they're saying not an RPG, not really a board game, a storytelling game. You tell the story together, you know? Like, okay, a story in which I guess you as that bear kill and bury other animals?
You also
Maybe
might
try to
that's-
catch the bear.
That's the whole thing is you don't know who it is, so you're kind of investigating through the story as you go because they're like it might be you, it might be someone else. It almost seemed more like a murder mystery party through a story because it's like you all have your dark secrets and it's up to you. You know them if you're going to reveal them, when you're going to reveal
see.
them,
Yeah.
and also you don't know who the killer is, which one at the table, or not at the table. You don't know.
It just looks messed up, man. I might have to
yeah.
look this comic up.
I would definitely read the comic.
I think when we're done here, I'm gonna go see if it's on
Yeah.
Hoopla.
It's just disturbing looking
All
stuff.
right.
I really enjoyed the video.
Hey, that's it for games.
We got some. This is
This
kind
is
of. Well, we'll look at this
technically
one.
a game, right?
This
Already
was not in the
spoiled it.
game category. This was in the tech category.
Really?
Why?
Well, that's probably why it's not funding so well.
Yeah.
Because this is, basically this is Gaslands printing out the stuff. I do like, they're like, look at this car. Also drive a normal car.
Yeah.
We made some Gasland cars once, and then we never did anything with them.
Yeah.
So, I know some people really like Gaslands. Well, here's a project you can get. This is Fuel World Master of the Roads, which is definitely not Gaslands. So,
And it's under tech.
we got a couple projects that are not games. We'll come back to those in just a second. But first, a word from Mark.
Street.
This Dice Tower Spotlight is brought to you by Zombie Punk Panic, a cooperative dice brawling survival game where attitude, chaos, and a handful of luck stands between you and the end of the world. Neon lights flicker over shattered streets as the dead pour in. You and your crew are the last spark in a city overrun, rolling dice and trading blows in a desperate fight for survival. Each turn plays out like a punk rock battle against the inevitable. Trip, zombie range, character range, lingering, zombie melee, character melee. It's a relentless rhythm of attacks, counters, and last-second saves. You'll bash, dodge, and scavenge your way through waves of undead, holding the line while the outskirts swell and chaos keeps coming. Every roll matters, every turn is louder, faster, and one step closer to the edge. You're outnumbered, outgunned, and still rolling like the apocalypse owes you rent, with dice flying, chaos roaring, and zero chance of you backing down now. For more information, please check out Zombie Punk Panic on Gamefound.
All right, let's take a look at some non-tech projects. I got a couple today that people sent to me that will not make today's, but they'll make next week's episode. One is really awesome, but you'll see that next week.
I gotta go find it.
Okay.
Gotta go find it.
She's just looking through thousands of
Maybe
projects.
it's this one.
Brick
Maybe.
Boy. This sounds like the name of a YouTube channel. Hey, I'm Brick Boy. I'm about
Yo, yo,
Lego.
yo, yo, I'm Brick Boy
The
coming
kit
at
that
you.
makes the Lego Game Boy come alive. For some reason, the Game Boy itself is having this huge, well, probably because people my age have money.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. Those who played it. Yep.
Because you can buy replicas of the Game Boy. You can buy a Game Boy case for your phone. And they're
right.
everywhere,
All kinds
right?
of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, so Lego just recently came out with a Lego Game Boy you can build. Looks like that. In fact, it is that. And what this is selling is a piece of tech that you install within it, charge it, I guess, and then you can play this emulator.
Right.
Because why would you want to play a Game Boy when you could
You can
do
play
all
I
this
don't know.
work
Why would
to
you
have
play a real Game
workable
Boy
Lego version?
when this one
I-
might fall and blow to pieces?
No, I think this is really cool. Like, I mean, I enjoy putting Lego sets together, and
Yeah.
if I had the Lego one, the Game Boy one, I'd be tempted because then up in my Lego display, I'd be like, oh, and look, hey, look, this one I got a little kit for. And so if you like Legos and you like fiddling and building something, I think this is a way to make something unique, already a little more unique.
I agree, but I think that's what it will be used for. People will be like,
Oh,
look, you
for
can
sure.
also play it. Okay, put it down.
Yeah. Oh, no, I definitely don't think you are like putting this in your purse and playing it on the train. No. I want to be very clear.
Can you imagine, like, here's my Game Boy, like, half of it's missing.
Right.
God, I'd be like, you lost, to my kid, you lost
Right.
10 Legos already? They're like,
Yeah.
we've been in the
Oh,
car
my.
for 5 minutes.
Right. It's like, oh, no, my B
Amen.
button. You know, like.
Yeah, all right, but it's, I get it. People like this sort of thing.
I think this is really cool.
It's
For that-
making bank, too, man.
All right, the manual walking pad for your office.
I also want one of these.
This is very interesting to me because it's clearly not powered. You just walk
Yeah.
on it, and it, I guess, is smooth enough so that when you walk, you don't just walk off of it.
Yes.
It
Yeah.
must be incredibly well lubricated or incredibly well balanced. I do wonder, in a lot of these images, we see someone hanging on to a desk walking, and I wonder if
you
they
can
are
get enough
holding themselves on that desk and walking.
to kind of get that momentum. I wonder because walking, these like standing walking things are a thing. The
Sure.
treadmills under the desk. You know, they're not wildly popular, but they're not.
They've been
unseen,
around, but
you
they're
know?
powered.
Correct. They're powered. And so you're going to set it. They're also loud, so you can't really use it in an office. It's definitely a work from home kind of thing
Yeah.
is where the market is.
Also, this, if you don't move, you're not going to roll off the end of it.
Right.
Correct.
Yeah, it's not
But
like
what's
that
stopping
that
me
deep
from
movie.
slipping on it, though? Like, how hard do you have to push on it
for it to move.
That's my other thing is like, you get on the stair climber at the gym, and that first couple steps, you're like all your weight on one leg to go all the way to the, it's like, what is it like to get it going?
Those things are the devil.
I really hate them so much.
Yeah.
But so this is one that I'm really intrigued by, and I would definitely want to try.
When you see it in person, right? If you saw it at a store,
exactly.
how heavy is it too?
Yeah. 55 pounds, they say.
Oh, they said that?
Yeah.
That's pretty heavy.
But it also has wheels on it, so you pick it up and it can, and then you can wheel it to the wall and stand it up.
Can it fit in my suitcase? Because
No.
Where are you taking it?
But
What
it sounds like something that they'd be like, look, you could also take it
Oh,
on the
right.
go.
Yeah. No, I think this is really, really cool, and I very much want to try it and would be interested in person to try it.
Yeah, you gotta try.
Like I need to
I
see
also
it.
worry again about, is it gonna gunk up after you've walked a few miles on this thing? What's the lubrication of this? I'm worried it's gonna become ground down. I don't know what the mechanisms in this are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, because it seems like they're doing it out of wood and being very sort of earth friendly and whatnot, but what's the longevity of this gonna be?
Right. And if it's not mass produced, what if you have issues? Where do you get another one?
Right.
How do you
Where
get
do you fix
what
a gear for
lubricating?
this? Yeah.
All right, have you ever gone to the grocery store and the cashier, you think, how on earth can they type in my order with nails the length of the Hoover Dam?
Okay.
Well, now you don't have to worry about that because they've made a keyboard for such people. This one, oddly enough, is not doing well.
This is like the most needed project that is so ridiculous. I can't believe it has to exist. But also, that'd be really great if you didn't have to hear me doing this all day long, because that's obnoxious. I know. I have nails,
This person legit found a solution to not a widespread problem, but an actual thing.
Right.
And I'm just kind of impressed by that.
Yes.
I'm like, oh, you know what? That's pretty clever engineering, what you just did. Yeah. Making the keys a little mountain with a smaller flat surface so that so that your nail can go above that little hill and before the next key.
The two questions I have. Would you have to relearn to type?
No.
Probably? Okay. Then, would you worry about a wrong movement snapping a nail off?
No, to rip your nail off? Are you kidding? That would hurt so bad.
No,
that would be bloody and terrible.
I understand
Why are
that,
you
but
saying that?
No, your nails are going down into the thing.
I would be more worried about if the nail, which I don't have that long of nails, but if you do have that long of nails, if the nail is kind of down in it, you have to lift your finger that much higher to get over the next. Like how often are you going to be tripping over your fingers because
really
they're getting in the keyboard?
Because it's in the keyboard to go up a row or down a row, you sort of have to jump the mountain, so to speak.
Right. So then do you end up typing like this?
Just
obviously,
like that.
Just like this. This is how I will type. I don't know. Maybe. It's my way.
Wait, how are you going to type?
No, you got it once.
We need a short for the day.
Oh, my gosh. It's interesting. I did love the video because the video is very one of those has this ever happened to you? She tries to type with a nail and forces her finger to slide off the key. You can tell she's really trying too.
Yeah. Oh man, but if you have those people that type with their nails instead of the pad of their fingers, it's so loud and obnoxious.
It's very, very funny to me. She's doing look, I'm touching two keys at once. I'm like, yes, but you're really trying to. You're really trying to. Come on. And then later on with the tip of the nail, it's like, come on. That was very funny to me. She went for the enter. She went for the enter first and realized, oh wait, the enter's like a long key. This is not a good example. Let me move over one row.
I love it.
Why did it what is this?
This is fake. She's like, are you gonna have to cut your nails? Not anymore with this one. She goes,
But again, you shouldn't be
she's
typing
really
with your nails
trying
anyway.
to slide that nail off.
A better bet would have been just have it retype for a while.
Right, it's annoying enough.
Slow it down and find one of the mess ups.
Oh, yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Just have someone record you typing for 10 minutes. You're going to have 75 clips to choose from.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, if you have weird stuff like that, send it to me at tom@dicetower.com. Meanwhile, before we go to our picks of the week, let's say thank you to some of our Gamefounder backers.
Yeah.
We want to say thank you to Albert Lau in Baltimore, Maryland, Sammy, Tanya, Empu, Ella from Finland.
Ooh. Cheers.
But wait, we're not done yet. Peter Moholt from Denmark. And then Mark Dayton. Not sure where they're from. Board Game Melange and Paradise Game Store in Vienna.
Cool.
Graham Fish. And then Luca, just thankful for the Board Game Joy
for so many people around the world.
Thanks, Luca.
Hooray!
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, we just traveled the world there, I feel like.
That's cool.
All right, let's do our picks of the week.
Hey there, everybody. It's Mike DeLiz, and my pick of the week is going to be Decko. This is a game that very much looks like it's trying to be an analog version of B.E.L.O.W, and that's appealing to me. I really like B.E.L.O.W as a mobile game. I don't think it's going to work as a perfect analog in a card game version, but it looks like they're going to do some interesting things to kind of give you that same feel. I'll tell you, some of the kind of upcoming stretch goals have me a little bit less enthused, like this poop deck thing. That makes me less interested, but however, I'm assuming I can just play without those cards. The game itself looks good. I love the graphic design and the art. This is by the designer of Moon and of Villagers, and I really like the art style, the graphic design of those games, and it looks to be kind of carrying over here. All right, that's my pick of the week. Let's find out what everyone else is going to choose.
Hey everybody, I'm Joey Evans, and a lot of good projects this week, but my pick is going to be Raas, the Dance of Love. I did play the prototype of this a while back, but I don't know much about the theme, and I didn't when I first got into this, but man, there's something about the components, being able to spin those gears. This is what I want a board game to look like. It's so fun. In between you spin, you got to do that math about what am I going to line up with. It's a pretty simple rule set, but there's a lot of different ways you can go with it. This game is gorgeous and enjoyable, so I can't wait for it to finally hit the table. So that's my pick, Raas, A Dance of Love. Let's see what you guys chose.
Yes, definitely get Raas. Since that's a Dice Tower Essential, I'm going to pick Chronicles of Crime.
Ah, good pick.
Because I'm a big fan of Chronicles of Crime. I like the last trilogy a lot, and
so good.
It got better, too.
Yeah.
Of course, I like modern, but the future stuff was great. This one, I think I'm kind of even across all three.
Interesting.
I'm not a huge fan of Arkham stuff in general, but if I'm going to do a crime thing, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
The beasts, maybe I'm the most excited about the cryptids.
Cryptids
The
is the
cryptids,
more
I think
underused
so.
of the
Yeah.
two between Eldritch and
But there's
Cryptids.
very few Law and Order type games out there, too, which actually, to be fair, is not too far off from the first one.
I guess so, yeah. This is
right,
more
right.
afterward. Yeah, that's
So
interesting.
anyway, I'm excited about these. What about y'all?
Well, this was a close second for me, but I'm going to go with the Druid City, the Wonderlands Duel.
Wait, where is that?
It's right before the Chronicles of Crime.
Right before Chronicles of Crime. Yes, there we go.
I really, really like Wonderlands War as well. I mean, it was in top 100 for a while. Really enjoy it, and I think this dual version is the way to play Wonderlands War 2 people. It feels so reminiscent of the original game, but very much cut down and manicured for 2 people. It has the same great moments and, you know, the pulling, the excitement of the pulling from the bag and pushing your luck, but building up your bag at the same time. Really fun drafting in this one, whereas instead of going around the tea party, you're getting a row and a column of cards, you know, so you're selecting multiple actions in a turn, which just feels fun. You feel like you have a really good build-up going into that bag pulling. And so just a really great cadence to the game. Very reminiscent of original Wonderlands War, but specifically for 2 people. And of course, excited about the new characters for Wonderlands War. So yeah, really, really excited about this one.
All right, and I'm going for Asylum. What is it? Below the Asylum. It looks really cool to me. I love the kinds of games that this reminds me of. It seems like an interesting 2 halves thing going on. I'm liking the characters they're showing for the good guys, and the monstrous things they're showing look, you know, appropriately monstrous. Yeah, I'm excited for this one. They have some alternate boards as well in some of the stretch goals. So there's one that's a ship, I think, like a derelict ship, and there's like the above and the below is the 2 halves of the ship. It looks neat. So yeah, I'm really excited for this one.
All right. Well, there you go, folks. That is Crowdsurfing for the week. We have a couple live things tomorrow, news and a top 10 list for you. So come, and there's also other videos going up. So check them all out. Also, don't forget, Dice Tower East. All these great games we talk about.
Yeah.
Would you like to come play them with us?
Yes, badges on sale November 17th.
That's
so
not too far away.
We'll see you there.
Come on out. In Orlando, Florida, too. Are you cold right now? Come join us.
Yeah.
Will not be cold in July.
Yeah.
All right. Until next time, I'm Tom Basil.
I'm Z Garcia.
And I'm Camilla.
See you next time.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us for that video. If you haven't yet, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hey, make sure you check out what's happening, where I'll cover an app on an iOS or a Switch device, and you can check it out along with me. Thanks very much. You've been watching The Dice Tower.